Charles rushed to call his family, bragging with pride that he had finally won Diana's heart. His family cheered, congratulating him on the engagement. Diana drove back to London, full of joy, unaware that tragedy was quietly unfolding. The moment she stepped out of the car, reporters swarmed in, surrounding her completely, pressing for the wedding date. Diana shook them off, went back to her flat, and celebrated her new title with friends. They drove through the streets of London, laughing, then hit the club to dance and shout, before falling asleep with smiles still on their faces. At dawn the next day, Diana said goodbye to her friends, and slowly walked down the stairs. Outside, reporters had already blocked the entrance. She got into a car headed for Buckingham Palace, moving into the room of a future princess. Her future mother-in-law's welcome gift was a tray of priceless rings. In the end, she picked the sapphire, the same color as her eyes. Queen teach Diana court etiquette herself, to help her adjust early to palace life. But the queen refused, saying she wasn't strict enough. And it showed. When Diana greeted the royal family, she fumbled through the formalities, making mistakes. Charles stood by and watched, even chuckling along with the others. Soon after, the engagement was officially announced. Reporters crowded around the couple. Diana smiled shyly, while Charles looked distracted. Then came the infamous moment, his half-hearted answer.
You both look very much in love.
Yes, absolutely.
Whatever in love means.
Exposed how little he cared about the marriage. The interview ended, and he quickly said he was off to Highgrove, to prepare for his trip abroad. Meanwhile, the press was filled with blessings, and the public believed in the fairy tale. But Diana was left behind in Buckingham Palace, passing time with long phone calls to her friends. The next morning, she went early to the airport, to see Charles off on his trip. She hinted that 6 weeks apart would be unbearable, but Charles casually replied, "I'll introduce you to Camilla." The bizarre remark left Diana stunned. She had no idea. Her real struggles were only beginning. Her grandmother was brought in as her etiquette tutor, teaching her endless royal rules. Diana found it painfully dull, but had no choice but to push through. Meanwhile, letters poured in from the public, full of love and support for this innocent young woman, their hopes and blessings written in every line. It became her only comfort, because Buckingham Palace, grand as it was, felt colder than stone. Her only distraction was roller skating alone down the long hallways, but even then, no one ever stopped to speak to her. Out of desperation, Diana tried calling Charles, but he never picked up. Loneliness wrapped around her, like an invisible cage. So she opened the fridge, stuffing herself with food to fill the emptiness, but afterward she forced herself to throw it up, leaving her more hollow and miserable than before.